It is early Sunday morning, and what are we watching? We're watching Phil. And, of course, he's crying that his channel is failing. Let's find out why.
Player, my gameplay was inferior. I blamed the game. I blamed the game developers too much. I had ridiculous, over-the-top, risque commentary that was sexual and had to do with race and shit like that.
Yes,
I would argue all of that criticism
is
correct. All of it. You could say I was obstinate, I was immune to change and things like that. I will actually agree with you there, okay? All these things have been discussed, ad nauseum in the document.
Change, kind of like updating your Windows to 10 at least.
Documentaries and things that I've already responded to. But the one criticism that's the absolute most hilarious is that, see, over the years you're just a beggar now. It's like, hold on.
Yes, you
hold on a
beg
second
people for tips
right?
and money because...
My history is directly...
No, see, you can't even argue that. You sit there and cry, I can't pay for groceries tomorrow. I can't pay my bills, and you rant about it for 10 minutes. That is why people are fascinated by you. That is why people hate on you. That is also why people go into your bank accounts. Yes, it's wrong. It's illegal, but that's why they're doing it.
Dependent on the history of people hating on me and ruining my very successful business. Until people actively stole my content to make This Is How You Don't Play and basically ruined the ability for people to enjoy my raw content because it became make fun of Phil because it's toxic or you're not in the in crowd.
I'm doing some how to not plays now just because you're angry about it.
Right? That's what ruined the business.
No.
And then illegal activities over the years, like false copyright strikes, right? Things like that, ruined the channel. So number one, you ruined my popularity by making me fun to hate. Then, for the people that were left who were still enjoying the content for what it was, you're ruining.
People hate you because of the begging, because you're constant whining about not being able to pay bills and buy groceries. It's not our problem. How does he not get it?
Ruined the popularity of the channel by breaking the law. So you systematically ruined my business. So you said, well, now you beg too much. Well, I never did until you ruined my business.
No.
You understand?
No.
I was fine.
No.
I didn't have a pay.
I want to put this out on Front Street right now. One time, I walked into one of your streams. I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil, okay? I love Resident Evil games. I saw you playing Resident Evil Remake. I was curious. I walked in and watched. The first thing you said was, please tip me, please tip me. I need to buy groceries for my day off. That was literally the first thing that I heard out of your mouth.
I didn't have people donating via PayPal and Super Chats. None of that existed. I didn't need it. You ruined my business. It wasn't me. Yes, there was plateauing. Yes, there was a decline. But the business wasn't ruined overnight by my actions. It was literally ruined by the actions of hateful people against me. If you didn't do those things to turn public opinion against my content, to actually make it so that my YouTube channel was kicked out of the algorithm so no one would see my content suggested anymore. If those things didn't happen, DSP Gaming never would have shrunken the way that it did. I wouldn't have abandoned the channel for several years to be a full-time streamer on Twitch, and I certainly would have changed my...
Are y'all hearing this? He would have what?
Business model to now be reliant solely on...
You would have changed your business model. Phil, you have been streaming video games only as long as you've existed. You haven't updated from Windows 8. You're worried about your security, but you don't do that?
The viewers, which you call e-begging. You created the situation, and now you don't like it. You're to blame. Look in the fucking mirror. I wasn't like this until you ruined the other whole successful business I had. And you're...
Nobody put a gun to your head and told you to beg people. Nobody. People have told you for years to not do that, and you keep on doing it.
We're all immune to it because you all hid behind the internet in anonymity because little pussies you are. You know? But that's the most unfair criticism I get. The e-begging thing, listen, you can say it's too much, it annoys the viewers. That I can change. But just to say, oh, you rely on others for your income. It's like, and? You created the monster.
But you haven't changed. You created the monster. You did it.
Monster. Now you don't like the monster. You created the Frankenstein, and now the Frankenstein's destroying the village, choking the villagers, and just burning everything down.
No,
and you're pissed about, oh, I don't like that. He's like that. You made me like that. I didn't used to have to do that. I didn't have crowdfunding until you destroyed my profitability on DSP Gaming. You're an idiot.
I don't even know what to say at this point.
Yeah. And you can't live with yourself. Because you can't live with your consequences of your own actions. That's really the truth about these mobs of internet trolls. They absolutely will not be held accountable for their own actions. It's the ultimate hypocrisy. You have to hold Darkside Phil fully accountable for every single thing he ever said and done. But God forbid we ever have to look at ourselves and look at...
No, Phil. This is the thing about you. You masturbated on May 1st, and you took it completely the wrong way. You hate on everybody for ever talking about it, and they're talking about it because you sit there and deny it. Well, no, man, I was just scratching my leg. You do this to yourself.
What we did to him, and for 1 second say, oh shit, well, yeah. He actually was successful until we ruined everything for him. So, they don't want... No, they can't do that. It's ultimate levels of hypocrisy. And they won't ever, ever address that in a rational fashion because it destroys their whole arguments against them. You see? Hard Water, I completely agree with you. He's super chat says, stop talking about this. Move forward with your life. I have. You can't change what has happened. You're right. You can only change what will happen from now on. Yes and no.
Every day I'm watching duty streams or somebody that posts another clip, and it's not edited or anything. It's just another clip of you crying about your channel is failing.
You can try, but when you have a hate mob following you, literally around the internet, consistently trying to destroy anything positive that you say or do around your own self or your business, there's not much you can do. I feel like all I can do is I can control what we're doing right here. That's what I can control. Like, literally, right here, this is it. And, sadly, the nonsense continues outside of the stream. And I can't control the nonsense. I can't do anything about it. They will continue with their narrative. It's funny, because I'm about to be on the Side Scrollers podcast this week.
And you're not going to
Stuttering Craig knows about me, because he knew me as a G1.
You're not going to answer anything on this podcast because you've shut down all the questions. You don't want to answer anything that makes you look bad, and that's why people hate you.
An original fan of his old business, screwattack.com, from the mid-2000s. He also knows of me as a YouTuber from the 2013 era when I appeared at his gaming convention, Screwattack Gaming Convention.
Yeah, and he's rambling on, and I'm trying to keep this video short. So anyways... This is why I like to roast Phil. I'm starting to enjoy it. I got into it through Review Tech USA, and now he sounds like a moron. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Like, follow, and share. Thank you for any support.